What's up, guys? I am on the road. Got a free day off from work. I still had to go to Michigan City to handle some business at shops regarding my conductor's license. So I figured, I'll take a little bit of time to just ride around before I head back to the house. And called myself following GPS and got lost. I'm not lost. I'm just taking a route that I've never taken before. I don't know north, south, east, and west, and generally where all the major roads are. You're pretty much all right. But I am somewhere near Coffee Creek, or just past Coffee Creek and heading west. And just wanted to talk about some shit. There's a lot going on at the job. One of the things that's going on is that our class has been pretty much getting fucked since we started working for the company. Now, I'm not going to get all into it because you never know how these videos get around and rumors get started or whatever. But yeah, we've been given a bad hand. Basically being forced to be conductors and engineers for the service of Westlake. They don't have enough people to work it, and didn't really have a lot of people that work west of Michigan City that live in Lake County, and not a lot of people that live in Michigan City, LaPorte, Michiana, anywhere in St. Joseph County, or anybody that's east of Portage, really. Not a lot of them wanted to move to Westlake to work it because they don't want to commute, and they think when Westlake opens up, it's going to be a shit show. It's that the third. Numbers low. So they hired a lot of people. There's a lot of people in our class that live west of Portage. Myself, I live in Gary, and a couple that live in Dyer, Monster, even Lansing, Illinois. And it's just been very, very hard. Our class has been the longest student class the company has ever had, going on 8 months. And students unpromoted. It's been crazy. I think I've reached the limit of what I want to say without, divulging anything to the public that's serious. That would make the company look bad, and I don't want anybody saying that I said anything. Let me cross this intersection real quick. I don't know where the hell GPS is taking me. I don't know where the fuck I'm at. Angel Crest Cemetery. If you guys know where that is, you let me know. But anyway, there's been a lot of lies, promises not kept, and a lot of goalposts moving. Usually, in a perfect world, according to the company, they would hire ticket collectors, and the ticket collectors would train for about 90 days. And after the training period, they take a G-Core test for collector G-Core test. And then they get a license to be a ticket collector on the railroad. Not conductors. They don't do conductor stuff. But they are basically like assistant conductors. So we all hired on thinking that we were all going to be ticket collectors, and we were going to be, promoted as ticket collectors, from student to ticket collector in about 90 days. And then we would have 4 months on the board, on the extra board, and, get into the union and be able to get overtime and pay our dues and all of that type of shit. But none of that happened. Because at our 90-day mark, or maybe just a little past our 90-day mark, we were informed that we were no longer going to be ticket collectors anymore. Starting that day of the announcement, we were going to be dual promoted as conductors and engineers. So all the previous training that we had before got canceled. And now we're stuck in class again for another 90 days. As students, non-promoted people, not protected by the union, not getting overtime, just getting royally fucked everywhere we turn. And hold on 1 second. So now we're rolling on our 8-month mark as students. Now it's time to test out for the conductor G-Corps. So we just skipped. We never got a chance to work the job. That's one of the things that concerns us. We never got a chance to work the job and be responsible for shit because we were students the whole entire time. We had nothing to be responsible for. People were returners and mentors saving our ass. You know what I'm saying? And we just getting wrecked, getting passed around by all these different conductors, to all these different conductors and other promoted collectors. They call it assistant conductor, but it's really not assistant. We're conductors, we're not assistant conductors. Okay? It's wild, it's complicated, we're getting fucked. And we really don't know if we're going to get a chance to get into the union during the proper period after we pass our G-Corps test and get our license. It's supposed to be 60 days. But that's up in the air. We don't know how that's going to turn out. We have been getting pay raises, though, due to the contract negotiations that we just had. So, just 1 second. But yeah, due to the contract negotiations, we've had an unprecedented chance to be involved with some pay raises. Of course, we're only getting 75% of the full, so we're not getting the full pay, But still, we started at like 20 or 21 bucks, and by the end of the negotiation period, we got like a $4.50 pay raise. Then another pay raise when they announced the dual promotion. So that brought us up to like 26. And then per contract, another pay raise on January 1st, which brought us up to 27 for starting pay, 75% of conductor pay. So we have gotten the raises, but we have not had access to overtime. We have not had access to holiday pay. We have not been able to benefit fully, in the time frame that we've been here. We have not been able to benefit as others have because we never had a chance to work the job by ourselves. There's a lot of stuff that we just don't have access to yet. One of the main things that we grab about is protection. 8 months is a long time to be an unprotected student at the mercy of the company. A lot of us, our class started off with like 26 people. A lot of us have fell to the wayside due to the fact that the union could not fight for us because we weren't in it. And the longer we get dragged out as being students, that's the longer that we're unprotected by the union, the more opportunity for some of us to make a mistake and be at the mercy of the company and probably get fired. Now, here's another thing. The company told us, and I'm not saying any names, but the company literally told us that they hired too many people in this class. They didn't expect for all of us to stay. They didn't know what to do because they expected a lot of us to drop off, but most of us did not. They said they had to get rid of 7 of us. They actually told us this. We have to get rid of 7 of you, and we're going to be looking for ways to get rid of 7 of you. And being that we're students, not protected by the union, we have to be ultra triple on guard, ultra triple, on time, ultra triple ready, ultra triple following all the rules. Because they're looking to get rid of 7 people, and you can fart wrong, and they can say, we don't need you, you gone. So some of us have got in trouble because of our attendance, missed the train or 2, and end up getting fired. Which probably wouldn't have happened otherwise if we were unionized. And then a lot of us just worried to death, chattering like those old Disney skeletons. The black and white cartoons with the Disney skeletons, they do all that chattering. A lot was very bugged out about not being protected. And yeah, you can say all you gotta do is come to work and be on time, and I've said that. Just come to work, be on time, turn your phones off when you're on duty, and check your attitude. That's easy enough to say. Man, when you have all these other pressures put on you, and all the goalpost movement that the company is doing, and all the different little nuances of the job that equates to bullshit, this makes it kind of a hostile environment to work in. Plus, there's a lot of conductors on the railroad that wants to see us fail. There's a lot of other people who don't agree with the way that the company is doing things. They don't have anything against us personally per se, but they will do anything and everything to paint new students in a bad light so some of us can be fired. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's just a bunch of bullshit. And a lot of us are tired of it. A lot of us are ready to chest out. Because once we become conductors and get the license, it's not over. We have the license. We could choose to go to any other railroad, at that point, and bypass a lot of the training already and probably be in a better situation with another railroad. But, we just want to do the best job that we can. That's all we ever wanted to do, and they're just making it impossible, almost impossible, to be able to do that and have confidence in the job that we're doing. That's another thing. We don't have confidence in the job, and that's dangerous. And the company, you guys will be all right, and you guys, once you get out there and see how it goes, you're bullshit. Bullshit. We're not starting off as ticket collectors as the other conductors have, other engineers have. We haven't started from there. We are bypassing being ticket collectors, bypassing having that experience of working on the railroad and being responsible for being considered to be promoted. We bypass all of that and went straight to promotion. And a lot of us are pissing in our boots with fear because, as I said, even when we get the license, we're still not protected by the union. And don't know how long this non-protection is going to be. We just don't. Passing the G-Corps test at this point is like the least of our problems. So, it's been a hell of a experience working here. And I still haven't said any names. I still haven't divulged any deep information. I'm just explaining our experience as students on the South Shore Railroad at this time. And it just has not been fun. It really has not. It has not been fun. It's been stressful as fuck. We're getting fucked everywhere we turn. They keep moving the goalposts. Then they were saying at first, oh, when you test out and get your conductor license, you're gonna be on the extra board or have jobs for 90 days before we consider pulling people for engineering training. Well, that changed. Now, the top 6 people that pass the G-Corps are going to automatically be pulled to be engineers, and they're going to be students yet again for another 6 months without union protection. They haven't ever had a chance to work as a conductor or a ticket collector. Automatically being thrown straight into engineering training. Like the class before us, they had the opportunity to work as ticket collectors and do the traditional thing that the company has failed to give us. Even their promotions to engineers are quick. Like I said, they're short on engineers for Westlake. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but they're kind of short. I mean, it's not an emergency. It's not an emergency like they have no engineers. They have engineers, and some that they can even force to work Westlake for a while. But as far as having the numbers to comfortably operate it the same way as they would the regular corridor, they don't have those numbers yet. There's just a lot of other stuff in the air. We don't know if it's going to be an extra board for Westlake, or if it's just going to be a bigger extra board that's going to encompass the old corridor and the new corridor. We just don't know these things. We just don't know. I'm just riding around right now, you know. I don't really have a destination. I don't know what the heck my GPS was thinking, taking me on that route. Well, we on 30 now, so I know where I'm at. But back to the South Shore, it's just been a very, very hard ride the past 7 to 8 months since I've been working. So, you know, not protected by the union, they're moving the goalposts. Every day that passes is another day. All of us are exposed and could make a mistake to get fired without having, you know, the union fight for us. No overtime, no holiday pay. Being students indefinitely without an end date. And that's just a small part of what's going on. And like I said, I'm not an insider. I don't know every damn thing that's happening with the South Shore. So South Shore Line is a monster company, lots of moving parts to it, lots of politics, lots of money in it. You know, and there's absolutely no way you can just have your finger on it and know every damn thing that's going on. I don't even think the president of the railroad really has a grasp on what's everything going on. Supposedly, he's supposed to be out when Westlake opens, but when will Westlake open? Who fucking knows? It was supposed to be this May, but because of construction happening in Dyer, that might be extended to fucking September. And part of the reason why I agreed to stay on with the job, I was excited to get the job, but part of the reason why I was excited to stay on